Tatum, we were about to get frustrated with his shot selection in the second half. And then obviously he hits those two ones late there, which was good. On Josh, how did he ever get those shots off on all defensive player Josh Hart?
I mean, Hart had 3 blocks, a steal, 10 rebounds. I know they went a little crazy about him on the broadcast, but that was the best I've ever seen him play. That was crazy. And he gives up inches on Tatum. I don't know how he had that performance. So maybe it is just on Tatum.
I just think Tatum was making it. Tatum made it a little easy on him by just too many contested twos. Before those last two shots.
I hate this offense.
I hate this offense. Ugh.
Yep.
Jaylen again. This was our worst nightmare, wasn't it? With Jaylen, it was, and I'm not going to say fool's gold, but that the unsustainability of his early season shooting has come back to rear its head in full. Where again, there's a reason why the percentages are what they are. The worst shot in basketball is the shot that these guys like taking the most, and they take it more than anybody. And we are, Celtics are the least efficient team when it comes to this, near the bottom of the pack and points in the paint and at the rim and 3-pointers. They just live in this mid-range zone. And Jaylen again, after shooting 60-something% in the first month and a half of the season has completely cooled off and had another horrible shooting game tonight.
And that's another argument for Rob in turn. Like, that's a spot where he backline can pull those guys back and allow Tatum and Brown to get just a little bit closer there to where you're not selling out up high against Thompson or Tice. Tice is out at the 3-point line a lot. Thompson's not always an outlet for a pass underneath. He's a tough target to hit with how his hands have been this year, and you can catch up to him once he possesses it because he keeps it so low. So right now, your argument is great, guys, because they don't have many other outlets for offense outside of jump shooting. Tatum and Brown on the ball, putting their head down. The criticism we talked about on Friday of their approach offensively is kind of out of necessity, as we've seen. Yep. Brown peppered it around a little bit in that first quarter, but mostly those guys just need to, put their head down, get to the rim, pull up a ton. That's where all this offense is coming from because they don't have secondary ball handlers. They're missing Peyton Pritchard right now as he just goes into a tailspin into this last month or so.
He just didn't do much today.
His creation on the ball isn't as good this last month or so since he's returned. You're just not seeing him, command a good pick and roll, get deep into the basket area like he did early in the season. So the outlets for creation on offense are just Tatum and Brown at this point. You don't want Kemba on there as much because it just jumps shot city, and that hasn't been strong this year. So this goes back to the roster deficiencies. This team just isn't very good.
Well, if I swear I was following Celtics Twitter after that win over Atlanta, and I was told that we were wrong to say all of these things about the team being inconsistent and that everything was fine, and they're really good when they get their starters back.
Wow. How crazy.
Were they wrong?
I guess.
Come on. This is, again, no one – why can't we look at it for what it is? If you're a 500 team, you've got a lot of problems, okay? That's what it is. Why does every one good game that's played have to be a decisive victory for why these guys are right and anybody is wrong to criticize them? It drives me insane. Like, this team deserves to be criticized. They're a 500 team right now, and this is a horrible loss here. And again, it's just going to pile on. And what's going to happen? They're going to come out the next game, play a complete game, get 30 assists, and spread the ball around and get contributions from everybody. And Tice is going to, be awesome, and Kemba's going to score 24 points. It's going to be like, see, they're great. But again, it's not sustainable.
And we're going to do this. Yeah, we're going to do this all season into
all
the playoffs.
season.
And when they get eliminated in the second round, everyone will be like, well, this isn't a surprise. They've been inconsistent all year, and we all knew this was going to happen, and it happens every season. It really, really does.
But this one's extremely frustrating because, again,
I'm looking back on Friday, and that was another 40% 3-point shooting night. Joe Sway's talked about this. When those shots fall, they look a little bit better. There's more balance, but there are things in that game.
That's what you tease me about it when I say the make-miss league stuff. But how much of that comes down to it? It's They made their shots. And again, tonight, 39 or today, 40% from the field, 27 from three. They shoot, that's it. That's the ball game. You've got Kemba going 1 from friggin' 12. Kemba and Jaylen combined go 4 of 22 from three. When that happens, you're not winning these games.
I don't remember the exact stat on the broadcast, but they said something about the Celtics' last 9 wins have come when they've hit 12 3-pointers or more. If they don't hit 12 or more 3-pointers, they haven't won in,
they go into these massive droughts too. In this third quarter, they had another 4-minute one. We talked about that on Friday. The 3-4-minute droughts that appear every single game.
Yep.
So that's another product of a jump shooting team. You don't want to be completely reliant on that. And we know they don't have cutting outlets. They don't have secondary ball handlers like they've had in the past. That's what you miss both those things from Marcus Smart, frankly. And that's still the thing that looms over them is that missing piece right now. It feels like he's never going to come back with how long it's been at this point. It's only going to continue so they have to see what they look like when he gets back. But I go back to, you don't want to say, oh, this is what we can be at our healthiest, because you're almost certainly not going to be healthy come playoff time.
But we knew that, though. I mean, we knew how thin this was.